question number 5, it says it's competency 6, domain 2. Applies technique of linear and matrix algebra to represent solved problem involving linear system. Here we go. Number 5. Let's solve this. Okay. There are so many ways to solve this, no? So many ways to solve this. Either elimination, substitution, or what's that? Graphing. Okay. We can do graphing later. Okay. Let's start solving it. So system, we're finding the first equation is 2x plus y equals 7. The second equation is, let me change color. 3x minus 2y equals 1. So I can do elimination or substitution. So I think my easiest way here is to substitute. Okay, to substitute. So I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this. Okay, as I'm going to move it to the other side. So it's going to be y equals 7 minus 2x. That's my new equation for this. 2x plus y equals 7. Now I'm going to use this new equation to substitute on my second equation. Okay. I'm going to write 3x minus 2. Instead of writing y, I'm going to put parentheses equals 1. So I'm going to do is substitute this here, 7 minus 2x, to solve for x. Now let me do the math. So I'm going to multiply. I'm going to multiply negative 2 times 7, that's negative 14. Negative 2 times negative 2, that's positive 4x. And then I have my 3x here, minus 1 there. Combine like terms, I'm going to add that. That's 7x minus 14 equals 1. Now, I need to solve for x, so I'm going to inverse of this number. That gives me 15. That cancels out. And then I still have 7x. Divide 7, divide 7. So my value here is x equals 15 over 7. That's my first value. So now I need to solve for my y. The easiest way to solve for y is substituting my value of x here. Okay, that's the easiest way. I'm going to write y equals 7 minus 2. I'll put in parentheses for x. So my x is 15 over 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply. That's 30. Negative 2 times 15. That's negative 30 over x. And then I have 7 here. Now, rules of fraction, I cannot add them if they have different denominator. So I need to have the same denominator. Okay, the same denominator. So my denominator here is 7. So it means I need the 7 here and times 7 there. 7 over 7. Okay. So my answer here is 49 over 7. And I have 30 over 7. So if I'm going to subtract 49 minus 30 is equals to 19 over 7. That's the value of my y. Y equals 19 over 7. Here we go. Which one is that? Oh, okay. Easy. The first one, because that's the only fraction that we have on your, okay. This time we're going to solve this using graphing calculator. On your exam, you're allowed to use graphing calculator, but of course, you still need to do the solving for a problem. Okay. So the two equations here, the two equations are this. The first one is 2x plus y equals 7. So we need to solve for y. Okay, what do you mean by solve for y? We need to isolate y. Okay, here we go. So we write this. So the given is, let me rewrite this, 2x plus y equals 7. If I solve for y, I'm going to move this number to the other side of the equation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the inverse of positive 2x is negative 2x. So subtract 2x on both sides. So you do the equality. So my new equation for this 2x plus y equals 7 is going to be 7 minus 2x. Now, the second equation is this. Same thing we're going to do. 3x minus 2y equals 1. Let me write that. 3x minus 2y equals 1. I'm going to write this in the form of y equals as equation. I'm going to move this on the other side. It means I'm going to take the opposite sign, minus 3x on both sides. That's gone. I left with 2y equals 1 minus 3x. But I still have this negative 2 as coefficient of y. So we need to get rid of that by, that's multiplying. So the inverse of multiplying is dividing. I'm going to divide by negative 2 and everything by negative 2. So my new equation is going to be y equals, you can put them in parentheses or leave it like this, 1 minus 3x negative 2. So to ensure that you type that on your equation. Now, on the graphing calculator, this is what you're going to do. Okay, on the graphing calculator, you're going to use the Desmos. So I'm going to type first this number here, y equals, okay, we got y equals, make it smaller, y equals 7 minus 2x. So if you look at my right side, okay, the right side of the equation, that's the 7 minus 2x. Okay, here we go. That's the y-intercept, which is 7, and then the graph is a negative graph, okay, because my slope is negative 2. Okay, now let's look at the next one here. y equals, you can use either, put it in parentheses, 1 minus 3x divided by 2, negative 2. So you can use that way, or you can type it this way. Y equals, oh, I forgot to write the negative 1 there. Okay, I'll put 1 here. So 1 minus 3x divide, oh, let's do it this way. 1 divide negative 2 there. And then on the top will be minus 3x. So it's the same. If you notice, the green is the same as this, okay? Usually I tell my student to put it in parentheses, so easy to divide, okay? Now, the question is, what are the values? Earlier, we solved it using algebraic, okay? Our answer was 15 over 7 for x and 19 over 7. So what does it mean? It means that's their intersection. You see that? Okay, let's look at this number here. This number, I'm going to type this number. Okay, 2.14286. Okay, 286. And then that's my x, and my y is 2.714. 2.714 29. Now, hey sir, this is decimal, but my my given here is fraction. You just click this button here. Let's put it like this. Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right. The other way is, let's convert this number here. 15 divided by 7. Okay. Okay, undo. Okay. Okay. Earlier, that was our answer, right? Now, what I'm going to do is, what I can do is convert this fraction to decimal. 15 divided by 7. It's matching my x. It's matching my x. Okay. And then my next one is 19 over 7. 19 divided by 7. It's matching my y. Okay. So that's the other way. So this is the way for using graphing calculator. Okay. I hope I can convert this exactly as that's how it works. 15 over 7. I hope I can, but I cannot, no? But that's the other way. Do it the inverse. The fraction, make it to decimal, and let's see if it match our graph, the number here, and this y is this one. Thank you for listening.